unconnected letter was produced by him, written by the governor.
That you did not deal with it. You want to have a look at a letter, just see the letter.
I have seen it.
It has no bearing on the matter. It has no bearing on the matter at all.
Difficulty is, I don't have the advantage of being in dual capacity. I am only a lawyer. So I can't argue political issues, which are totally unconnected.
This letter was only, we had to only smile. That's all. Nothing more than that. There are so many things which I told you at the end of the argument. You smile. You take it to.
Your Lordship should smile twice. A, for such an unconnected thing being presented before your Lordship, and second, for the content of it. Lord,
I don't think you have to really take it.
I'll leave it at that. Lord, second thing, yesterday I forgot.
We're not even going to. I don't think even Mr. Sibal expects us to refer to it in our judgment or anything like that.
Lord, second thing, Lord, I forgot.
You read it as Brother Shah says.
Yes, not read.
He's not read it out.
It said contents I will not read. You read.
Lord, second thing, I forgot to mention yesterday. In my, I'm not arguing, Lord.
Yes.
In my documents, the last two documents are the letters received by me, by the governor, from leader of opposition and from Eknath Shinde, that this is how we have the stable majority. Allow us to prove it. So, my Lord, kindly have that, my Lord. And the third request, Lord, there are some new points, my Lord, addressed by Mr. Sibal. Considering that this is a wider issue, my Lord, I can't object to that being argued. But allow me to file, my Lord, my summary of submissions, my Lord, over and above what I have filed. After the arguments are over, not for arguments purpose.
Or you want to make some point in 2 minutes, you can make the point in 2 minutes. There suppose you file your summary, then they'll say, well, we want to file something. If you make that point,
I would ensure your Lordship that
if you make the point in their presence in 5 minutes, they're here, so you can, you're both in
I bow down.
Better.
But I can assure your Lordship, there would not be anything new which they would.
Now,
Then after you complete.
After Dr. Singhvi, after you complete, if there's no 1 second, if there's.
But this would be, the ping pong will continue. That's the only.
Ping pong has to end this side, Balas. Rejoinder is where the ping pong ends.
Let me say that. No, the ping pong ends where.
A minute or 2 minutes. If there's something which
your Lordship's fond hopes of minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes are difficult hopes to manage. 1 or 2 minutes.
Dr. Singhvi would rather have it's said in your presence, so we don't have more pleadings now being filed in the form.
I'll not insist for that. I'm respectfully, my Lord, not insisting for that.
I'm not opposing.
Lord, let Dr. Singhvi complete. Then you see there are some issues which I as a governor cannot deal with. My friend will take.
That would be a sore rejoinder. Let him say it now. I'm not opposing his saying. The Lordship is permitted to say it.
No, after not dealing with your.
He may be wanting to reflect on it for a couple of minutes. That's all.
Paras I'll point out at the end, which
No, this will be a sore rejoinder. This is not.
Whenever your Lordship says.
All right, we'll see.
Well, if your Lordship will allow a note, otherwise your Lordship will have a full-blown rejoinder in terms of 2
We
minutes.
thought allowing a note would be prejudicial to you. Therefore, we said we'll hear them in note.
He's agreeable. He's fair.
There will be a full rejoinder. There will be a full rejoinder.
All right, Mr. Paul, you circulate a short note.
Yes. Not more than 2 pages. Yes.
Not more than 2 pages. Give a copy to.
That's take one suggestion, subject to what your Lordship says. I'll take exactly 2 minutes by the clock and just give the paragraphs. Can I do that?
That can be the note. That can be the note.
Only 2 minutes. That is in para 119, my lords, of Bomai. Specifically, the issue of legislators withdrawing support is taken care of. Bomai was a case of 2 parties merging and then a few MLAs withdrawing support. In para 119,
it is. We'll just make a note of it.
119.
Bomai.
Para 119.
Just 1 second.
PDF.
Page
368 of the compilation, volume 2.
Yes.
It is specifically said in para 119, in this connection, it is necessary to stress that in all cases where the support of the ministry claimed is to have been withdrawn by some legislatures, the proper course for the testing the strength of the ministry is holding the test on the floor of the House.
The only argument that I am seeking to make, my lords, that this is a flawed argument from the other side, as if there is an alternative mandatory mechanism provided. Under the Constitution, there is no alternative mandatory mechanism provided to say that this should have been done and not that. When a governor looks at a position where MLAs come forward and say we are withdrawing support, to say that till yesterday you were together, today you are not together is not under, after Rameshwar Prasad, the mandate of the governor at all, because that amounts to getting into the ethicality and the correctness of who should be with whom. Just testing the proposition, the BJP and the Shivsena were pre-poll alliance. Now someone could say post-poll, wasn't it unethical that for 30 years you were together and you ditched and went with someone else? I'm not getting, now that's not the governor's domain. Okay. All that the governor sees is, the governor sees is, do you have the majority or not, posted on the floor of the...
You have cited. Then what is?
Secondly, my lords, para 191
Of?
Nabam Rebia.
Yes.
Read with para 233 to 235 of Nabam Rebia.
33.
233 to 235 of Nabam Rebia specifically deals with Article 179 subclause C and removal. It is absolutely incorrect to say that Nabam does not deal with removal at all. Para 191, 233 to 235 specifically deals with Article 179 subclause C and removal. Thirdly, my lords, para 238 of Nabam, because this whole argument of intention to remove, actual removal, Justice Mishra deals with it and says, you will not wait till the date when the resolution is moved. The moment an expression of interest is given, an expression of interest is bound to be by way of a notice. The moment that notice is given is when the clock starts ticking, because between the intention expressed to remove and the actual resolution being moved, you can actually alter the composition. So that's dealt with, my lords, there. Lastly, my lords, this whole, last just two arguments. Form 1, what I had mentioned, my lords, was when your lordships had asked me in that context, that is any post mentioned. There is no post mentioned there. So the purpose of what I wanted to say to your lordships, maybe I should have made myself clearer, is that under Rule 3, there should be Rule 3, where designations are given, where it says a statement in writing containing the names of members of such legislature party, together with other particulars regarding such members as in Form 1, and the names and designations of members of such party who have been authorized for communicating with the speaker, is given by the leader of the legislature party. And if your lordships were to have Form 1, it is, just have Form 1 for a minute. Page.
But it's furnished by the leader of the legislative party.
Yes. And then it says name of the corresponding political party. So and then lastly, my learned friend made an argument. Please come to that party in the beginning. Quickly, that party. But let's please see how is it being read. Firstly, please have G, 2G for a minute. My lords have
Doctor.
2G.
Yes.
Member means a member of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. Then F says leader in relation to a legislature party means a member of the party chosen by it as its leader, and includes any other member of the party authorized by the party to act in the absence of the leader as or discharge of the functions of the leader of the party for purposes of these rules. My learned friend wants your lordships to read this, devotes the rules and say it means political party. And now please have Rule 3 for a minute. Subclause 5, just have...
Leader refers to the person who is designated by the party.
By the legislature. A member can only be the leader of the legislature party. That's what I read. No one else other than a member of the legislature.
But the definition of leader is very clear. It is designated by it. It means by the legislative.
Yes.
The political party.
Political party.
No, it doesn't use the word political. That is your interpretation.
No, but this is very clear. It's very clear. Just read the rule.
Yes, the rule is
Definition. Relation to a legislative party means a member of the party chosen by it as its leader.
By the party, according to us, here means that it's the MLAs who get together and elect.
No. Not the party means chosen by it by the political party.
Manoj, please see what
and the word which says and includes, that makes it even more clear.
Manoj,
And includes. Just read and includes.
Yes.
And including.
I just read that. For a minute, just have 2G for a minute. Just a minute, just have 2G for a minute. 2G. Member means a member of the Legislative Assembly. Member means a member of the Legislative Assembly.
Right, has to be.
Then leader in relation to legislature party means a member of the party chosen by it as its leader. Manoj, it's the elected legislatures who choose a leader of the legislature party. My learned friend is trying to say that somewhere else.
But leader, definition of leader.
Leader, Manoj, there is no, I don't think there's a leader. Yes, leader in relation to a legislature party means a member of the party chosen by as its leader and includes any other member. Any other member is a member of the legislature party of the party authorized by the party to act in the absence of the leader. Now, just for a minute, for the completeness, just have rule 3, subclause 5 for a minute. Just for a minute, my lords.
Definition of leader is 2F.
I read that. I read
3-5. Okay.
Yeah, 3-5. Where a member belonging to a political party, any political party, votes or abstains from voting in the assembly, contrary to any direction issued by such political party or by any person or authority authorized by it in this behalf, without obtaining in either case the prior permission of such political party, person or authority, the leader of the legislature party concerned, or where such member is the leader or as the case may be the sole member of such legislature party, such member shall, as soon as may be thereafter, and in any case within 30 days from the date of such voting or abstentions, inform the speaker as in form 2 whether such voting abstention has or has not been condoned by such political party, person or authority. Manoj, leader is always by the elected members of the legislature party. When is a leader is always, for instance, the MPs get together, the MLAs get together to appoint the leader.
We'll consider that.
Anyway,
as was done in 2019, and then what is important for your lodges to know is...
So according to the party means the legislature party.
Yes, and why I am saying so is, my lords, everyone understood it to mean so because that was the party convention right through. That was a question, my lord, the Chief Justice put in the initial rounds of arguments, that there has been a convention because those letters were shown. They've also understood it to mean the same thing. This is now an argument being made to somehow get out of it. That's all that I wanted to say, my lord.
The leader conventionally in every party is elected by the elected members of the legislature, whether in parliament or not imposed by the party. Party means the political party. That's the only interpretation which is in tune with the democratic principles. That you have the electorate voters, they elect MLAs, MLAs elect their leader, and the leader is responsible to the house and consequently to the voters. Because constitution does not talk of political party at all.
I hope they leave something for the written notes.
Manoj, lastly, I'll just end by saying my learned friend had also argued that the letter contained no reasons for removal of the speaker when my Lord Justice Kohli put to them that where is that letter, read that out. Now, Manoj, one thing which has to be kept in mind is we are not dealing with a notice under disciplinary proceedings where someone should be given details of what is that he has to meet. The words used are for removal of someone. You categorically in detail para says you've lost the majority of the house. That's what Nabam said, that if you have confidence of winning the confidence, go and face it. Win the confidence.
All right. Yes, Dr.
Yes, my lord. That's all that I wanted to say. I'm very grateful, my lord, for this indulgence given by
now, let's some of it my learned friend will answer. At the end, that will take us 10-15 minutes. He'll cover that. But let me come to my first. Let me stick to my sequence. Just an aside, Malus, all that was done in the last 10 minutes was reference to everything but the whip. The only issue relevant